Hi, it's Gex. I fucked up. So I got this webcam and well, I joined Discord and it was recording my audio through my webcam. And so I was like, oh shit, I'll change it to this, make sure everything is coming through my headset microphone so it doesn't sound like shit. And then I even checked in the recording software, in NVIDIA software, that my headset mic was enabled, and I still managed to record 3 hours of D&D with my fucking webcam microphone. So it sounds like absolute ass. You can barely tell what I'm saying, and there's just horrible background noise over everything. So I've attempted amateurishly to put it through some filters and compression and stuff to remove that, so it's workable audio. But yeah, it's pretty bad. Also, normally when I play guitar during D&D, you can't hear that because it doesn't pick my microphone doesn't pick it up. But well, webcam does, so sorry.
Yeah, fine, okay. Send it directly to the Dungeons and Dragons company.
Oh, I just realised. I'll just check my notes. There's one thing we do need to do. We need to go back to Ansel.
But yeah, gotta go back to Ansel. I was thinking of maybe
We got-
awakening the birch trees that are all connected along the forest bed.
Oh my god, that's just so nice.
They were talkative, friendly folks.
They were strange, but like, yeah.
The stone
Yeah.
trees.
I need to finish casting tongues on that necklace so we can give it to that old farmer guy in Ansel.
Yeah, I do also think we need to search around and make sure the corruption is gone.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I mentioned in the chat.
And, like,
So I don't know if Ilril was like the source or just the cause. If like he used
Yeah.
something else as the source.
I think it was a bit of both, cause and the source.
Yeah.
Also, do agree with Garrett. We do need to kill the king, but we need a plan to kill the king.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure like because he's like got 2 more decrees and then he's hit 10,000. So we need to get that done pronto.
Yeah, we got the problems with the magic field and all. Yeah, anti-magic field and all that shit as well.
Yeah, which is one of the
And just
reasons
get
I
them
feel
in the most secure place.
going north is going to be one of our best options.
Yeah.
We might be able to get some allies.
Like, out of
Yeah.
character, Gav wants to go north to see what the fuck's going on, but in character, Crocodile doesn't see the reason why we should.
Well, okay, so we're resolving this tree debacle, and then we're going to answer. Did we have a long-term plan for that? We're done with Mazenol. I guess we were heading back to the capital
North
for a
or
confrontation.
assassinate the king.
But we might as well go secure our allegiance before we do that.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
If we
it's
can
a good
get
idea.
some allies, because like Sam fucking called my bucket last week as well. You know,
Don't-
we can flood the fucking city with troops if needs be.
Don't you guys already technically have an ally? Or like a way into the north?
Go with
I remember that bitch's name.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
elf, was it the elf that you
Yeah,
fought
it was
in
the
the
parallel
house?
we stole from, yeah.
I'm not sure using the word ally is quite accurate there.
Person we
But
don't
a way
kill.
in, a contact, potential contact.
We
Acquaintance.
have a reputation that I hope precedes us.
So yeah, there's like
But
potential.
we can't leave the country, remember?
No, but they're
But we're
obviously
assuming
invading
that-
us. So we can at least maybe hit their forward base if they have a forward base.
Or we could send messengers across, because I think communication could be on the card.
Yeah. We know what the woman looks like. We can
we're the baddies.
find her.
Yeah.
Nah, what a good guess. Good guess.
So, do we have a locate person spell?
I do, I think.
We're not like pretty close range there.
I got locate creature.
Our
Yeah, local creature would be a
Um,
specific creature, won't it? Yeah.
Uh,
like
you sent-
all people are creatures, but not all creatures
Yeah.
are people.
Not all creatures are created equal.
Describe or name a creature that is familiar to you. You sense the
Yeah.
direction to the creature's location if the creature within 1,000 feet. That's
That
the
would
one.
include
So
that
yeah,
would include people.
it'll point to direction. So
Okay,
The-
so I've got
so you'd have to
Yeah.
get pretty fucking close.
I've got better chance with fucking commune with nature.
The longer
I can
range,
do communal.
if you're looking to locate a specific person, the longer range alternative there is scrying.
Yes, I can do that.
I think I've got scrying.
I can do that.
Either one of you guys could definitely prepare scrying. There are some conditions to it, but do
I'll
consider
look
that if
for
you
it.
want to find a specific person.
Oh, I can't do loads of one.
Spells actually. Right, so we come up
The
with
other thing
that.
to go north was because wasn't that what James has told us to do?
Yes, I think so.
Jimes has suggested that you go and look for a priestess named Hessine, who should be in a village called Hale Gwyad. But
We can travel 540 miles in 8 hours, so we can get pretty much anywhere in a day.
yeah, that'll cover pretty much the entire length of the country.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Do you have any idea where that is over the north?
Near the lake, I think.
I do. As to what you guys know, I can't remember exactly off the top of my head. Maybe I'll get somebody to roll to check. Should we pitch into the session and then? Gav,
remember,
are
it was on the road.
you joining on TTS, Gav, or?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just wolfing down the curry and trying to
Got it.
engage in the conversation all at the same time.
Got it. Yeah, I'll send you the invite. No problem.
Can I look at the map I become illuminated on my webcam?
Sweet.
Nice.
Ooh. Okay. We can't use scrying just yet, right, unless you've got a focus worth 1,000 gold. It doesn't consume it,
Yeah,
luckily, so we
it's
can
like
reuse
7,000
the same
gold.
thing.
In a pile.
What can you use as a focus?
A focus such as crystal ball, mirror, or water-filled font.
I don't know, it's worth 1,000 gold.
I'm made for
Fancy,
Really fancy one.
a fancy one, yeah.
Use a very expensive polish. Yeah.
One that's been inscribed as magic, maybe. I don't know. So many of the high-level spells for clerics just use monetary like items, so I can't get away with using my necklace.
Yeah. My spells use calories.
What about divination?
While we're talking about spells, Sam, you've been rolling Chromatic Orb, haven't you?
At some points, yes.
I forgot that it's been buffed, so it bounces now.
Oh.
So
I see.
you're rolling multiple. So the way that it works is you are rolling multiple dice, and if any two dice roll the same number, you can make an additional attack roll,
That's sick.
and it bounces to another creature within 30 feet. I think it's 30 feet. It's within range of it.
Is it D6s?
D8.
I can't remember. I trust you. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, D8.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was using that as the.
Make an attack roll and make a new dice roll. That's pretty freaking great.
Yep.
Get a group of like 9 guys and.
Well, yeah, this is
fourth
it. You can
level
do-
or something,
you can
and
do-
you got or fifth level, you got a higher chance of.
Yeah. Well, this is it. It's
Use your those 3 points to reroll damage numbers.
Yep.
which I will rule that counts because you're
Yes.
expending a resource on it. So
Yep.
I'm kind of inclined to allow that.
That should count, I think.
Yeah. Same thing with because I saw some discussion about it online. Vic, did you take the Elemental Adept spell?
No, I have.
Feat, sorry. Yeah.
I would if I can change a feat. Yeah, but I haven't changed my feet, so I've left them what they were.
Talk to me about it when we level up next. Because
Next time it's like 60 and will be the next
Yeah.
feat.
yeah. Yeah, that'll be a little while. But no, yeah, talk to me about it when we level up. Just do a. What are you guys, level 13 now?
Yeah.
When we go up to
Otherwise, I'm gonna be
yeah.
prepping Bane.
when we go up to 14, remember it and we'll suss it out then. Because I don't see. I think there is a mechanism for changing feats now, but don't quote me on it. Like there didn't used to be. It used to be the rule was if you took a feat, you always had it. To be honest, I don't want to be that much of a stickler to the rules.
We're
Yeah, so
exploring
I've
the
just
rules.
left it as it was.
Yeah.
Fine path.
I can if we sleep, so obviously I can change my spells out and stuff. I can do sending. So I can just send a message to that elf woman.
Saying what?
Well, like saying like
You
this is so and so.
Yeah.
Do you want to kill the king?
What you wearing?
I don't think it'll be too hard to get in contact with them. And I think if we were gonna, it makes sense to go and seek this Halcyon, or whatever her name
So I
is.
have a spell, Fine Path, which will lead us literally fucking
Whoa.
to wherever we want.
Oh,
That's for a day. I have to concentrate. And if
Yeah,
wind
weapon.
is concentrate as well.
I can do find the path, so free you up for Windwalk if need be.
Windwalker is in concentrate. Okay. So
No,
yeah,
it's-
we can
Bob.
find a path to whoever or wherever, and
Please.
Windwalker get this. That's quite a good combination. Because find path is two objects and things as well. I think locations.
Jed S3e8 was the priest.
Hessine, yes, absolutely. And I think you've been told her church is dawn as opposed to like the midday sun, like you've got with Kiltha.
What's the relevance of passing? I forget.
Well,
She's different chimes.
Oh, okay.
she was also mentioned in some of the
Oh, yeah, yeah.
edicts
I think I put you written it down for you. You said it 10 minutes ago.
to confine this priestess to her quarters.
Yes, let me.
So she could have been locked in a place for hundreds of years, you know.
Yeah, tell you what. Let's pitch into the thing. I'll let you do some study on that matter if you would be interested, because I don't remember. Did you get to read the edict about her? Do you have that?
We read a bunch of it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
decree,
just read
sorry,
some
yeah.
of the stuff.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. No worries. Right. Fine. Ilril the Druid is dead. You have spent a couple of days stalking through Ivywood to find him. Having been told by a number of sailors and witnessing firsthand a sickness or infestation which seems to come from the trees of the forest. You had known that the animals were not what they should be, that even when you first went up the river back weeks ago now, you were told that there was darkness growing in the woods, and on your return now you have seen quite how severe that has become. That the boundaries between life and death had been blurring. That the earth itself had seemed to eat the bodies of the dying, to feed that which lived yet more. And upon encountering Ilril, you heard of his ambition to choke the nation of Lurich, dealing with what he saw as a more invisible chain than that which he had worn living among drow, and to escape boundaries that grappled around his very mind itself. An ambitious figure, but you decided one flawed in his logic and not hopeful as an ally.
I wanted him to join us.
It would have been quite
If
funny.
you could have persuaded him, I feel like we would. I don't think we would have persuaded that guy. Unless we had like
Oh, that was only just
45
roll a 19.
He's
He went off his rocker.
Jed is right. I could have done it. I was close.
There was definitely potential. I hadn't written him off, and yeah.
If I had used that spell that I absolutely abused the fuck out of correctly, it might have happened. I was close enough. It was within a D4.
Why don't you just
Yeah.
always trust guided save yourself for like persuasion or protection? Well, not
Nah.
persuasion.
It's funnier this way.
Yeah. We didn't need two insane druids anyway.
Yeah, one's enough.
But plus, Jed didn't have to micro a fucking mushroom druid with us.
Yeah, just luck it. Go mushroom instead of fucking fire.
I've still got PTSD from the mushroom battle 5 years ago in the first campaign with Jack.
Oh yes,
And we all
fat boy.
we all went loopy, and then my character had like acid flashbacks to being possessed by mushrooms for months. That was great.
So what happens? Yeah. That was good. You've approached this standing stone in the dead of night and been greeted then by wandering trees, wolves roaming, hunting, howling.
Did we make friends with the wolves?
You have they haven't attacked you.
Cool. That means we made friends with them.
A troll who does seem to be your friend, at least for the time being.
Even though he got hit by Circle of Death and whatever it was the cat cast at the end.
He also got
Yeah,
clobbered
he
one
did.
by me. Clobbered him one and then fed him a berry.
Sucker. Yeah. He's not dead, and he's been hurt worse before. But the hilltop is now burnt, desolated, withered, and the trees stand cracking in the wind. Hollow. Maybe dead? Certainly inanimate for now. It is dark, and the stars are twinkling above you. What would you like to do?
Poke the corpse a bunch.
I'm gonna
I've given. So I put a couple of items in the Discord channel last week,
You
which all you're going to find on Ilril if you kind of search him.
put one in.
I put the staff and the hide armor.
I'm half inching that staff.
Did you?
Well armed, I would say.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
My bad.
Yeah, it's fine. One of them didn't generate a thumbnail properly, so it's hard to see. But
proper druid staff.
Oh, yeah,
that
shit.
was hide of oh god. Sounds right to me.
Do monks use leather armor? Or hide
Oh.
armor? Might be
No,
He takes armor. Come on now.
just
she's freeballing it all the way to fucking Norwich.
Yeah.
chestless
When
in all
you're
the glory.
transformed by an effect that replaces your it's for armor for
it's for druids. But
uh-huh.
I don't think Tor can wear it either.
Nope, I cannot wear
Tor's
any
can't wear
armor.
armor. Yeah, that's
But-
fine.
He could wear it, and then I could use polymorph on him.
Absolutely.
bunch of money.
You could certainly flog it for a bunch of money.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
we should definitely take stuff to Sarah when we sell it.
Oh yeah.
In the bag.
Yeah.
It's value, stick it in the bag.
Well, you got a fucking walkie stick now. Nice.
Special.
I like to like just whack make sure the trees are inanimate that are around us, that were attacking us.
Yeah. You could make a nature roll, or you can make an investigation roll.
I feel nature is more appropriate. I don't think I
Yeah.
get a good bonus on either.
No. I'm pretty sure you get the same minus as me.
Oh yeah, that's a 7.
That's a 7 total.
Possibly a
They
2.
look like trees. Yeah, they're definitely trees. They don't look much different than what they did a minute ago, but they're not currently trying to hit you.
Oh, that's nice, I guess.
Cast fireball.
Can I look around and just like see if there's a particular source of the corruption, or
Sam, are you casting fireball?
No.
Okay. Did want to check. It's fine. Sure. For Tongi, talk us through what you are looking for. What kind of things you are.
well, I'm trying to see if like Ilru is obviously the one that I'm assuming is the one that started this corruption. So looking around for whether or not he's like planted a particularly infected tree or a seed, or if there's like to make sure the corruption isn't going to continue.
Okay. That's a good question.
It might be better if I look and you help me look.
Yeah. Do you want to look? I'll help you look.
Yeah.
The plus 12 nature roll.
Yeah, and yeah, let's go with a nature roll on that. Absolutely.
I was about to say like it might have been either nature or medicine, and I've got plus 10 to medicines.
If Jamie's helped me look, do I get advantage?
Yeah, if the two of you are doing that together, yeah, we'll call that a help action.
Oh,
Which is 20.
Yeah?
20 total.
Okay.
It is dark, and Ilrul's body is not yet cold. But this kind of is your first clue. Anything that you've seen die for the last couple of days has decomposed almost instantly.
Yes.
Ilrul's body has not.
Okay, so at least that part of it is dealt with.
So that's the first thing I'll tell you. With the 20 total nature check, these trees that you are next to do not look healthy. They do look distorted. They have features that look like some of it might be chestnut, some of it might be beech. The leaves don't match the bark. Things are kind of mashed together and warped, and they certainly shouldn't be able to walk around or have kind of mouths. So the way that they have grown is very strange, quite unnatural, quite unbalanced. And when you pick away at the bark, just investigating a little more, you find that the heartwood, unlike, say, the exploded birch tree that you saw leading up to Ross's village, which was still bright and healthy looking, these inside look... Now it's night time, but if you have a light source, they look charcoal black and pitted, as though worms had been right through them. The bark is still hard, but the wood inside is... Yeah. Cool, okay.
Continual flame, control flame to increase
Yeah, sure.
inside. No, can I do the strength? No, it just can move it, can it? Okay.
Yeah. But still, yeah.
Gonna burn these corrupted looking trees.
Yeah, gorgeous. Yeah, absolutely. And just one by one you can go around. The wolves, I'll continue with that 20 roll. The wolves that had approached you are mollified. Their body language towards you it's not deferent, but it's like they just don't give a shit that you're there. Right? Where when they had approached, they had been excited, they had been ready to fight, they'd been ready to engage in something. Yeah, they look relaxed. They, kind of chase each other around. They look as though they have had a good meal, and they don't need to think about that anymore for a while.
They don't much make his corpse.
No, that's part of it, but also they're not a threat to you.
The troll's reaction was able to go by his corpse. He didn't really very tasty.
Yeah. The troll has left quite quickly. But one by one you can go around, and these once walking trees, it doesn't take a lot to get them lit, and they don't really burn like seasoned wood should. It's a kind of crackling, wet wood kind of burn. Yeah, they let out a lot of smoke that stings at your eyes. But you can, with your controlling magic, with your affinity now for the cleanliness of a burn, you can make sure that the rot is taken away, taken out, is not going to spread. I'll tell you one more thing on that 20 with the nature, because it's a decent roll. You guys put the effort into that. And that will be looking at the standing stone itself. I'm not going to talk to you too much about the stone, partly because it was a nature roll and what have you, but the grass around the standing stone looks shorter than maybe you would expect, as though it has been grazed on more than that else which is up on the mount.
Maybe the grass around the stone was not affected by the corruption because of the stones around it.
Or maybe the standing stone was like a lure pattern.
Could be. We might have to actually have a good look at the stone as well.
Definitely, it's like
Maybe
a rock to Jethro.
Someone who's magically inclined maybe should look at the...
I'll punch the stone. It's a stone.
I've got a bit of arcane.
It's hard. It does not ring when you punch it.
I'll take a look at it properly, see if there's any symbols or any of the language that we see in all those months ago.
Absolutely.
I want to look around for a hut as well, see if it's got any lodgings here.
Yeah, sure. I'll do what Gav first, and then I'll come back to you. Are you rolling Arcana, Gav?
Yeah, 28.
Yep, 28. Monstrous. Well done. Obadiah, I imagine, is holding up a torch. Again, it's night time now.
Nothing so vulgar. It'd have to cast light.
You've got the light spell. Excellent. Yeah. And so this shines. The rock has a gleam to it now that the light is on it, and almost like a kind of halo effect. But where light in the daytime, if it's gleaming, it will come back bright white. It will come back iridescent or spectrum, like a rainbow almost. You mostly just get green light coming back at you. Now the rock itself is not green. It's almost like a kind of blue-black.
Does the rock appear to be alien to this landscape?
It does not match any. So you have seen some rocks. You've seen
Sky and stuff.
Recently coming through the woods, you have seen some rocks. You've seen some granite, and you've seen some kind of like blackish basalt. This is darker than that. This is harder than that. It is shinier. This looks, with the 28, I'll just tell you, this looks a lot more like the apparently naturally forming links of chain that were found down in the deep rock down below Mazenol. It might also be meteorite. Now, with the 28, it has not been carved artificially, but there are striations, I think is the word, like natural kind of weathering marks and things like that, and these are extraordinarily even, kind of swirling around it, almost like bands on an almond, or striping up and down it, rather than kind of swirling around it like a spiral pattern. So it has been here. It's been here for a long time, but is confidently, yes, extraterrestrial, probably even extraplanar. With that 28, that's a monstrous roll. And so it has its place within the weave of magic, almost as if somebody had dropped a marble onto a blanket. It is holding and twisting magic around it.
Do we have a map, Lurch?
Of the city or of the nation?
Oh, sorry, yeah, of the nation.
Of the nation, yeah, it's on the
You
table.
mentioned geometric.
Yeah.
No, I mean on our person.
Oh, yes.
I think we do, or if not, we definitely have one of the southern areas.
Yeah.
Where we found panda camps.
Yeah.
What I'd like to do is just map this out, map Mazan Hall, start working on some geometric bullshit.
Okay.
Just to see if we come across anything else. Maybe map out the woods down south. Just run into that elderly elf.
Yeah.
She's coming right at him.
Yeah. Nothing immediately comes to you, Gav. That's what I will say with that.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Just something to think on in the future.
If we have 10 minutes to spare and have 3 particular questions that have a yes or no answer, I could try.
I could stab him with my spear and get some angry answers.
Well, no, I'm not even talking about Ilrim, I'm talking about common.
That is a fucking good shout.
What?
You should potentially do that. The angry answers. You don't use that enough.
You want to speak with this guy?
Well, I could do it. I get a free casting with my spear, but what's the word?
Gibberish.
The user can cast Speak with Dead, but the target is filled with rage, and its answers will be affected this way.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get any use for it.
No,
I
it's
can cast
fucking
con.
gibberish when he was alive.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It would just be angry gibberish.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could try commune if we have, because I can only come up with one question right now, which is this stone connected with demons? And that's a yes or no answer.
So it's going to be.
I'll
I think
answer
we
that.
can.
Yes.
Yes.
What was... I was going to say, what was the end
Oh, good
game?
call though. Extraplanar doesn't necessarily mean demons. It just means not from this plane.
Yeah. Now,
Jed.
if we take a chip on it.
Or was it
we can
connected to
travel.
the other meteorite? Is it related? I mean,
Does it have any similarities to the dagger?
Is that the question you were going to ask me just now, Sam?
Yes.
Would you like to take the dagger out and have a look at it? I don't think Gronon's had a good look at it.
No. Tor. Bring me the dagger. Or whoever's got it.
Do not touch the fucking thing.
It's in the thingy, in the
Bag of holding.
bag of holding, but it is wrapped up in something.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's lay it on the floor. This is the other thing we think came from the demon rounds.
Okay, well, while I'm in there rummaging around for that, I'll also take a book on fucking, I don't know, there's a book on stones or some shit from the demon realms. Or... What the fuck was it? Yeah, okay, I'll get it out anyway. Wait.
Tell me which one this is, because I've given you a couple of books and I can't remember exactly which one it is. One that you had from
Okay,
Goldwood?
no, so there was a book on rare metals, so no, it's not. I was mixing it up with a book on binding and traveling and all that shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, take out the thing, the fucking dagger, have a look at it.
Absolutely, you lay it out on the grass. Now, I'm going to ride some things through on that 28 with the Arcana check, because that was pretty good. I've got to say, would anybody else like to make me? So anyone who's not rolled yet, like to make an investigation check?
I
Yeah,
have -1 on investigation. Nope.
mine's not very good, but I'll roll a dice. 5.
Right, okie dokie. So there's a couple of things with it. You can be quite confident that the blade of this dagger. Some of you have seen it before, but most of you haven't. Even those of you who were around when it was picked up didn't get time to really take a good look at it. Titus kind of cached it away quite quickly. Yeah, exactly. It is. Yeah, it is curved and shaped like. I'm gonna make sure I'm getting this right because.
It's hairy, I remember that bit.
It was hairy.
I think that's hair.
Oh, the hair wrapped around the handle.
Fucking alien angel guy.
What do you want, dog?
I'm trying to think exactly what to compare it to. It doesn't matter what shape the blade is. The blade is curved and comes around to a kind of clip point. It's quite a broad blade. But the blade is undeniably this same material. This same kind of black blue with the kind of green iridescence when you move the light across it.
Cool.
The handle itself is a strange kind of leather. It's a very coarse leather with hair wrapped around it. Now, I'll ride through that 28. If you're asking me which part of this is infernal, it's that stuff. Right?
The
It's
hair.
the hair and the leather. You've spent enough time now around devils. You fought some in Ansel just a couple of days before. You know a little bit more of what their skin looks like.
Holy shit, so there.
Do we have any other stones still from magical thingy? Like the chips of the medium?
Sky, and I think we had a little bit left, didn't we?
Did you keep any of the stuff that you got from Bostic's Master's Smith's
I
stash?
used it for crafting my
Some was used for crafting, and some was given up as a bargaining chip to get back from the hells.
Oh, maybe we don't then, yeah.
Did we have any left?
I have a whole ingot of sky iron in my inventory, so
Oh.
We should
Great, cool.
potentially look at the two.
yeah, Tommy would pull out the ingot of sky iron from his bag.
Is there any fucking spells?
I've no other ingots. No.
Oh, we got one.
If Tongi's got one, then yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I
sorry,
think I got it from Golrod.
I do. I've got ingots of
That's
gold and
something.
silver. Nothing fancy.
Yeah, not the sky. Yeah, but yeah, I think Golrod had one in his stash.
I've just got a
Do we have
single
no,
ingot of
like,
sky iron.
chunks from the medium, though, just fresh, like nuggets
From when it first fell,
from when we
from the
got
one.
it, yeah.
I
We didn't look all that
don't
close, yeah.
recall.
Did we go and retrieve anything from it? 'Cause
No,
I'm
we
pretty
went
sure
there,
close
then
to it.
we went close to it, then she popped out, and we fought her, and then popped off.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
didn't go back to the axe.
Slit her throat with that
We're
dagger.
still not into it. Again.
That was a bit of a
That's
hard
another reason to go back to Ansel, so you can only look at the rock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Did
another thing
what
that
I
was
was
in the
thinking-
goals.
I did look at a tree, didn't I, when we entered the forest near the fucking
Near the village.
Yeah,
Do you mean for the
Like, no,
purpose
near
of
the
transport?
boat. Yeah.
I recall you doing that. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, did you do that in Ansel?
You had one at Ansel as well.
Yeah, but we want to go to
Yeah,
the
fine.
boat and make sure they return and don't think we're dead.
Oh, yeah.
Are they under
Well,
fuck
if
off
the
for 2
forest
days
is-
instructions
if the
or
forest is
something?
safe, yeah, to be fair.
For a few
I think
days.
they will.
Yeah.
Tor spent a while in a tree talking to the troll, and we'll rule that tree you're familiar with enough to transport back to if you want to.
Dude, the thing I was thinking, right? If you have a wedge of fucking sky iron or whatever demon stone that you want to protect from your demonic hands, but is used to kill something else, you wrap it in demonic shit. So if the metal, as in the metal itself is used to injure demons. Because in order for a demon to use it, they have wrapped it in their own hair and leather. That make sense?
Yes, I do recall conversations with Titus about that. Sam does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
When you fought the devil that was in Beck's basement when you first went to Ansil, that dagger was particularly effective.
Mm-hmm.
The Sky Iron.
With the 28, you know that the Sky Iron is very good for... I'm not going to fill in every single gap here, because 28 is a pretty high roll. The Sky Iron has been a very good magical conduit. But you've always had to do something else to get the magic kind of into it. Like when you made Jethro's braces, you still had to... Yeah, you still had to kind of like weave the spell into it, so to speak. And it doesn't seem to be like especially inherently magical itself.
It's a shame we have no Smiths in the group.
Yeah, we know
What do you want?
young dwarf that can though. Alright, so unless there's anything else to do here, are we making our way back to Ansel?
I want to just search the immediate vicinity, make sure there's no home. He didn't have like a hut or anything, right? And to make sure that there's no real corruption there.
Make a survival check.
That is 22.
22. You can't find signs of a settlement anywhere in the vicinity. You'll have a quick walk around, especially while, maybe the others are, looking at the dagger, looking at things, discussing this, having a look at the stone. Gronon has a good look at the stone and doesn't come away with anything new there. Tor will have a little scout around in the woods. You can't find signs of even like a lean-to or a fire pit or anything, a spot where he might have made a cup of tea. Nothing shows up. Nothing else moves that you would not expect to move. Nothing squawks at you that you would not expect to squawk.
Everything seems pretty normal.
Things seem normal for being in the woods in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Which is a scary place to be. This is wild territory. But for you feels relatively comfortable.
Like home. I was like fucking homeboys.
Yeah.
Right? Seems a bit fucking better in here now. Fucking burn down there, fucking balls off. Right, it's the middle of the fucking night.
It is.
Are we just gonna start making our way back to the boat now? We can.
We can go back to
Not too much of an issue.
that town's not far. We just go back and say,
We can go back to the town and tell them that they should
Yeah.
be relatively safe, as safe as you can be from living in a forest.
We'll probably figure it out.
Yeah.
Did we say we were going back? Or did we tell them if they were alright?
We did
The people in
say
the village.
back or not, though.
You didn't promise them. They said, make sure you announce yourself if you're coming back.
Ah, yeah.
When
They
you-
don't expect us.
It's a better story. Strangers came, strangers went into the woods. Never got back. They never came
Right
back.
then, well,
Yeah, they'll write tales about
Makes
us.
us more mysterious.
I will,
Yeah, I like that.
go and have a look at some fucking trees then. I'll find us a nice big tree. And, cast level 1 or cast, transport via plans. So we can get back to where we fought the troll. And then make our
Yeah.
way out of the forest.
You got the slot for that still, I hope?
Yep. I used the 7th, but not the 6th.
And again, the trunk of the first tree you find that's large enough opens. spreads like a pair of curtains. And you all are able to step through into the same night. Quieter, maybe, this night. At the edge of the forest where you were a couple of days before. I'm just going to roll a die. And see the deckside lantern, the watch light of the 9 planks bobbing by the side of the river, a quarter-mile up.
Let's fucking make them all in that.
Follow down. Follow Tor down. Tor, okay, just on the way. Like, what's?
Oh,
Can you sense any change around here?
we made sure we picked up the dagger, wrapped up and put it back in the bag of holding we left.
Yes.
Got it. Yeah, absolutely happy with that.
Probably should have fucking tried to take the big stone as well somehow.
We could figure out how. But we can always use that to go. If it's from another plane, we can use that to enter that plane.
Yeah, that's true. If we want any more of it. So, we're heading to the meteorite, right?
We're gonna head to the boat, back to Ansel, to the meteorite.
Yeah.
Because we can get a
It's-
rest in between
We
there.
lost the amulet as well.
Yeah. Let's just get on with it.
Speed up. We can go wherever. Oh.
As you approach the planks, the boat that had borne you up the river, down the river, the lamp twists, blinds you briefly. There is a cry of "Ho! Oh!"
Heave.
Relief comes back
Call it a home.
as whichever shipmate is on watch is startled and then recognizes you and sends over a plank by which you might walk aboard.
Well,
We're gonna move off in the morning. Timed that very well.
we walk
That's
now.
why we came back tonight.
We sensed it in the weave. The wizard arrives always on time, or whatever the saying is.
Nature
Precisely what we used.
Mm-hmm.
A wizard is
That's
never late, Frodo Baggins.
Right.
Nor is he early.
We dealt with the forest. It shouldn't be so bad now. We should just be back to a normal forest. Except for there might be a bit of a healthy troll running around out there.
Troll? No.
Is that what that thing was?
Aye. Be hard to recognize, but you know, looking old trolling. Well, eating someone eventually.
It's a circle of life.
Have a good some rest and get going.
It's really just not going to last long.
Ah, they're fun. I've got mines.
Ah, they got yeah.
One of them does.
The
Aye, but they're all at village now.
I'm going to use some troll gumbo to do it.
the shipmate who is on watch wakes whoever is due for him next to take over from him. Pours you each a shot of grog.
Mm.
Toast to your safe return. You won't mind if we go to sleep?
Nope.
No?
Glasses are raised. Cups, maybe. Your hammocks are where they were left.
Time of night, is it, Joe?
It is pretty close to midnight now. Maybe 11:30, something like that. Not quite there yet.
I'll take the first watch.
I mean, don't worry about that, sir. You've clearly been through it. We've got watches assigned for tonight.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm not gonna miss the opportunity, to be honest.
No. Go to bed.
I'm kind of suspicious, so I'm gonna go downstairs and just not knock on Booth's door, but just kind of listen. Or just get a vibe of the crew. I don't know why I'm paranoid all of a sudden. But,
Listen to him having a wank.
We're paying these guys. Like, I trust them. Fuck them.
I mean, I'm just walking down, walking the length of the ship underneath, and then back again. Just getting a vibe from the crew.
It is dead of night, and they are, aside from the watchman and the next one along, they are sound asleep. There is a game of drafts on the table in the mess hall that has been left half played. There's a kind of book in the corner.
Yeah, no, that's fine if they're all asleep. It's just my paranoid
Yeah.
nature. Yeah. I'll head into the hammocks and have a kip.
Right, I'm gonna go to the toilet quickly.
Some of you will sleep quite quickly. Jethro and Tongi, the two of you might linger and have a small conversation. It seems to you these conversations about freedom and slavery, the what would he know, springs up a little. But neither of you learn that much about Drow society, and it is reputed to be quite brutal. So maybe there's something to what he said, but maybe he was just mental. The night is comforting. I imagine both of you would spend a little bit of time up on the deck, enjoying the stars.
Oh, I see.
And the warmest of the night.
Yeah, Tongi would probably fall asleep on the top deck as well.
Absolutely. The Obadiah finding your hammock. Your thoughts whir and race. There are two ideas which are bouncing off against each other based on the encounter that you just had. One is this was, for he is truly dead now, a man who might have reached the same conclusions as you about the state of the nation, but was willing to tear it all up at the foundation, aiming to overturn everything rather than salvage what could be salvaged. The other thing that will strike you, Obadiah, is his attitude towards life and death. There is a line he used. Decay is but an extant form of life. That which is dead is in fact living, simply in a different form. I imagine that will mean something to Obadiah. But you have to decide what. Whether those two aspects of Ilril's philosophy are even compatible.
Well, my thinking is he was trying to, burn out the roots of the problem. And my philosophy, or our philosophy so far, has been boil on to cut off the head of the snake. And having studied medicine and life and death for so long, I'm fairly confident that they're two separate things and not. There's some sort of spark of the divine or spark of something else in there that isn't compatible with decay.
Yeah. The way he talked about rot was almost paradoxical. He saw rot as a stage of life, but also said that the nation was rotten from the core and should be destroyed and grown over. This seems internally contradictory, maybe, to you.
Yeah, I think it's good to run out. That's the doctor's way.
For Gronon, finally,
Hello.
you find sleep quite quickly,
Oh yeah, I do.
but your dreams are bright. Your eyes are closed in the dark beneath the ship, the quiet, muffled dark, in among the wood and the soft hessian of the hammocks, canvas. But where you are is bright and ringing with a pitch that would shatter glass. And you find yourself diving through stained glass and kaleidoscope and shattering colours. And where, for what is in a moment blending hypnotic colours, dancing lights, it is suddenly hot and wet. And rather than dancing in geometric shapes, it is the splash of blood that fills Gronon's dream.
I'm gonna say he has a boner.
Yeah, in his sleep.
No. He really has a boner, not in his dream.
Okay. Yeah, in the hammock.
That camera's down, so
Yeah.
just checking. I put my camera on.
Sounds is fucking great. That's a fucking wonderful lighting in there.
That's a pro work from homer right there, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
this lighting. It's gorgeous.
it's because I had a web page open with the bass guitar on it, but the web page was white.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's it.
The other lighting was much better.
You look,
Yeah,
I could strobe it.
Only that. It makes a huge difference. We're just minimising and maximising a G-Dog. It's just...
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Everyone's
nothing,
worked out
the
that.
lights right now. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
Shiny bulb.
Cool.
You awaken briefly to find Sirik the Lucrotter licking your face.
Oh, what were you going to say? Eating something.
Okay.
With that kind of wet, hot
I
feeling.
can only get so erect.
And you turn over and go back to sleep, I would think. But take yourselves through long rests. Do complete that. Those of you who have spells to prepare for the new day, go ahead with that.
I wonder if the chapel has a font of water that's worth at least 1,000.
That'd be a bitch to transport.
Oh, yeah,
Yourself
6
on
months.
Not to fucking transport, but to...
Not just right.
Yeah, but you can use it there. Do you know what I mean? It's,
Oh, I guess they borrow his one.
yeah.
So by that logic, if we just get a fucking tin bucket, fuck a gold ingot in it, fill it with water, is that now a grand's worth of scrying's full?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, just like fucking
Fuck you, rules.
bless it. Yeah, throw a gold ingot in a bucket of water. Bless it. Boom.
We can just literally fill it with fucking gold or gems. And it's just...
Got enough gems, yeah.
We could just go on fucking medieval Amazon and buy us a fucking font.
Yeah, but that's like a really easy, portable way of doing it. That's just like filling something with water, throw in fucking £1,000 worth of jewels in it.
Yeah.
Buy a
Because
fucking
it doesn't
mirror.
consume it.
Gonna grab a snack really quickly, I'll be right back.
Ooh.
Well, the reason I'm not saying buy something is because it's easy to sell each gem and stuff.
I'm waiting 3 levels to use contingency because I can't. I have to make like 1,000 gold piece on statue with me. And I haven't been able to do it because I can't do it.
Yeah, because you need like a fucking big ingot of gold.
And I need some fucking artisan type person.
Yeah. I can carve you something, but you know, I could potentially, because I've got carpentry, I could potentially whittle you a mold. Like the wooden part of the mold, and then you'd have to, you know, give it to someone who could do the rest of it.
Gem encrusted statuette of yourself for 1,500 plus gold pieces. Also, what type of fucking baller goes around with a gem encrusted statue of himself?
Stick it in the bag, and then when you die, you resurrect there.
Grobnon.
Yeah, I can imagine him sticking on the crown there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Big Pope hat behind it as well. So it's like, you know.
That's a different base case.
C4
Yeah.
Deluxe. Action. Oh, the C4's slightly more expensive.
It's active and passive, I think. On the Switch, I don't know what the action plus is.
I swear this is active as well.
Maybe it's just active? I don't know.
Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah, I see. Yes, you're correct.
You will have a day then. In the morning, Booth wakes and is surprised to see you,
Partner.
but not unhappy. He asks where you'd like to go next.
Back to Ansel, please, mate. Got some unfinished business.
He's happy to reverse the travel of the boat.
We've sorted out the forest now, so it should be a lot less weird corruption and shit.
Alright. Well, we'll have to see when who comes through, I guess. There's been nothing coming upstream since I saw you last, but
Yeah. Maybe we'll start.
well. Yeah. We'll hope so. You'd love to tell me about it. Let's set moving, eh?
I'll tell him my interpretation of the crazy druid.
Absolutely.
Some fucking Looney Tune who's casting weird evil magic and really fucking kicks his ass.
Great. Yeah, that's the level on which he'll get it as well.
Yeah.
The trip up the river then will take you a day and a bit. You can expect to be arriving, a little over 24 hours. In which case you have a day to take care of things, to work on your craft, to study, to discuss plans or philosophies, if you would like. Tor and Tongi then, I assume you guys are just spending the remainder of the time finishing up that necklace?
Yeah, I think I had 5 hours of casting left to do on it.
Yeah,
So it's more than enough time now.
We need to take a look at that fucking sky rock again, compare it to that big standing rock and the fucking rock he's a set rated.
Or Gronon for Obadiah. Did you guys have anything you'd like to do while you're on the boat?
Yeah.
After you.
No, I insist.
You're doing exactly the same as me. Other than, again, spend some time praying and training Lacrotta, not really. I think just. And I would probably like to do some sort of prayer that it's focused on the findings of the last few days and how we are piecing together infernal roots within this accursed land. That's my kind of vibe.
Yeah, absolutely. And the words accursed land mumble from the Lucrotta's lips. Keeping up with you. Oh, goodbye.
Accurate.
Oh yeah. Fell asleep listening to more voices.
Why I talk so slowly when I'm DMing?
It works.
Anti-Norwegian. Yeah, I'll just spend some time learning modify memory.
Okay, exciting.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
absolutely. You've got that in a book, haven't you?
I do, yeah.
In Goodworld's
The
book,
reason
yeah.
I say modify memory is because I couldn't remember the one either over. What did you do? Is it?
Can you modify my memory?
I will be at some point. Don't worry.
Excellent.
How else are we all going to live happily ever after?
Hell of a spell. I encourage creative uses of modify memory. Yeah.
It's just Jedi mind trick, isn't it?
What do I say? These are not the droids you're looking for.
Yeah.
This is not the infernal looking monster beside me. This is a regular looking person pointing at Tongi.
Even more. Especially that more.
Yes. Make me look at orc again, please.
Oh, you should put that armor on. Polymorph yourself.
Haha.
I don't really.
Tongi takes a level in Warlock so he can cast Disguise Self every day.
Yeah.
I feel like there was something else that I wanted to ask Obadiah about, and I can't remember what it was.
Ooh, I want to attune to the staff as well.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, go for it. Okay, Sam, with the Lucrotta, I'm going to invite one more final animal handling.
What, before it becomes sentient?
No comment.
Oh dear.
That is a 5.
5 total. Okie dokie. What are you focusing on with the training?
Get, and I'll have like, I don't know, like a bag of straw or something that I'm trying to make it attack.
Yeah, absolutely. You try to kind of train it to get the bag of straw and doing, classic kind of hunting stuff, dragging it around with a bag of string, or are you just standing and pointing? And to be honest, if you'd rolled higher, then maybe that's what we'd do. Let's say that this is actually, you get a bag of straw and you point at it and you say kill to the Lucrotta.
Seems fine with me.
Yeah. And the thing looks at you kind of quizzically.
Can I? Here we go. This is a stretch. Can I use my excellent performance skills to pretend to be the Lucrotta attacking the bag of straw? in an attempt to show it.
This
How to
is
do it properly.
this is a stretch.
I am on all fours.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's a dwarf, so he's very small.
Now, what I'm inclined to do is say I will allow this, but I'm going to put you a DC at 21.
Oh, this should be doable. Oh, I rolled 20. No way. Should have used guidance.
Yeah.
God, should've used guidance, yeah.
This guy.
The crew of the Nine Planks stop work for a while as they watch you crawl and clamber around on all fours, and you are looking back at Cyric, and it is sat kicking its own ear with its hind leg, watching you just as quizzically as you rag the bag of straw. And the crew watch you produce these guttural, kind of gargling, choking, half-word noises from your throat to imitate the Lucrotta itself, as you had witnessed when you were in the valley going up towards Jameson's farm, how an adult Lucrotta might stand, might move, might fight. You attack the straw, it goes everywhere. But the Cyric, the baby Lucrotta, appears unengaged, confused maybe, an eyebrow cocks and raises.
It's probably fair.
The crew themselves are bemused, at the very least. Those of you who else might be on the deck, below the summer sun, will watch this. Gordon's doing a good job as far as you can tell. It's certainly quite funny, and interestingly, this is out of character. This is indignant for the man. He's really putting a lot of effort into this. For a man who normally puts so much poise into his daily kind of bearing. To crawl on all fours, to grip a sack in his teeth. But the only audience you care about does not seem to be too bothered.
Well, that was a waste of time, I'll exclaim.
Nice.
I don't know about that. I found it funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not the chair of the crew.
That was a good impression.
Oh.
Entertained the boys. I'm sure they never expected to see a dwarf crawling around like that. Nor did any of us. Christ.
Especially not you.
Well, you know, I'll do anything for this little thing. Need to get it trained. Don't I, Cyric? And I'll pat it on the head.
And it looks up, enjoys the scratches on its head.
It's not an actual beast, is it? It's like an extra dimensional thing, I think.
Are they monstrosity? I'm trying to remember off the top of my head.
Could be a monstrosity.
It's a dog. It's like
Yeah, but I'm thinking if it's a beast,
They are
I might
monstrosity,
awaken
yeah.
it for you.
Yeah.
But if it's a monstrosity, we can't.
I don't think you need to awaken it. I think your magics would fail, but you should try it.
I wouldn't, because
It's already got a high enough intelligence, I think.
Yeah, it's probably got intelligence 19 or something.
It's just plain dumb.
At some point, it's just going to turn into like the fucking colour out of space. Just a mess of meat on the floor. Killing anything that looks at it.
That's a great one.
I just don't like that cage very much.
For Tongi and Tor, then, the finishing of the necklace and the imbuing of it with the spell tongues concludes with the kind of casting of the spell, the baking of it to the runes that have been carved onto the wood. This is the most time that probably the two of you have spent together, just the two, buried down in the depths of the ship. You're able to find a real appreciation for one another's craft. The real trick comes when, inspired by the night before, Tongi takes a few shavings from his sky iron ingot. Not enough to really affect the value of it, but enough to set into the seams in the piece of wood. And when Tongi... It is Tongi that's casting tongues? Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd probably have to be cat setting the stone, because
Yeah. When the stones are set into it, and Tongi casts this, you whisper in the words, and no echo at all comes back. A kind of hollowness to your voice. It feels softer, almost more whispered than usual, although you think that you're speaking in a normal volume. But when you are done, the necklace feels heavier than it did before. I'm happy this will let you cast that spell once a day. You've given a lot of time to it. Anyone that's attuned to it and wearing it.
Excellent.
And so you can gift that to...
It lasts for an hour.
Yeah, it's good enough.
Good enough to give like the daily orders essentially. Each
Yeah,
morning.
and then they'll
it's, it
gradually
was just an extra
they
bit
can
of...
gradually learn the language from each other.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just
maybe
helps.
you can also talk it. The old commander
Yeah.
can talk
We've
both.
got lots
So.
of ways to help. Educate each other.
Right. Well, I think as well I'm going to have to cast thingy on the back at town. I did the long cast, didn't I? Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
For the plant, yeah?
Yeah. So if they've tilled and planted seeds, then I'll be able to fucking sort it all out while I'm there.
great.
The day is long, fairly slow. Some of you have activities to take that you others do not. But the evening is a pleasant one. You get as far now as the Beck house, and where the water broadens and slows here, the Nine Planks drops anchor, weighs up for the night. The sailors, as we explain again, they don't like to move after dark. They've each done a day's work. And they bring out some dinner, set things down. There is cooked meat, fresh bread again, which has been made down in the galley, some boiled carrots. And as this is set out, the captain sits down among you all with a bottle of wine and says, "Gentlemen, this ship's been hauling wood and metal to and from Mazenol for years now. We go up the river, we go down again. We go up the river, we go down again. They say that a sailor's life will be full of mystery and strange places, but for a riverman like me, well, I've had the same boat, the same bed, every night that I can remember. I know every inch of this shore, but you have helped me see a side of it that, well, I don't know whether it's giving you too much credit to give it all to yourselves. I don't know how many of these things that are happening would be happening all on their own, and how much trouble we'd be in if we hadn't met you. So I'd like you all to have a drink with me.
Did have to ask me once.
And he uncorks the wine and pours a little red wine into each of your cups.
You got anything stronger there, boy?
You're going to want to taste this with a clear enough head. This was a gift from the Gelder himself. 10 years ago? I only ever met him the once. But, well, you told me something of what's happening beneath those rocks, but I like to think he meant well. Gave the dwarves purpose, you know? Now, I've met captains who run their ships with a whip constantly in their hands.
Did we fight the Gelder?
No.
Simon, that's Highcleve.
Yeah, we
He's
made the deal with him. So.
He's the mayor of dwarves, effectively, yeah.
Yeah, the mayor of Dwarftown stepped down.
Well, I'll have a sip. Lovely.
Yeah, I'll have a drink, and then I'm going to use Control Flame on some flame and fucking recreate our battle with the insane fucking druid in fire.
Yeah, okay.
While we're sat drinking.
The wine is, you can see why he's saved this. The wine is very good. It has a kind of richness to it that makes the food seem dull in comparison. Obadiah, you will have had wine like this growing up in the city and in noble courts. But for the likes of Tongi, it's almost like too much flavour at once.
Can I roll nature to see if I can detect what it's made of?
You absolutely can. You can absolutely make a nature check. Yeah.
Consommelier style.
Yeah.
That is 20.
That's 20 total. Definitely is grapes. Definitely is grapes grown in a sunnier and probably a drier place than you're likely to find in Lurich.
You mean to say this is foreign?
Orange book.
I will relay my. What,
You're talking all fancy, like, ooh, notes of
Yeah.
chestnut.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. I'm not going to go into that. Yeah. And Booth raises his hands as that's exceptional. Yeah, that's what I was told, that it was foreign wine from up the mountain pass. That Highcleve had it from Haller. And he'd got it from somewhere else walking in. Gave it as a gift to the Duke down there for letting him into the country. Poor cock.
You say poor cook.
Cock.
Oh. Okay. I'm a drinker, but I don't particularly care what. So.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Fruity.
Towards you to fruity moonshine. Made in the jungle.
Vic, if you are going to do the storytelling, would Tor make a performance check, please?
Yeah. Okay.
can use whichever dice you like. I don't think anyone will mind.
Use the correct one.
That is a 14.
14. The flame. There are some candles set out, and so the flames themselves aren't especially large. You know, only the size of a burning wick. But to tell it, the figures are not especially detailed. If you weren't pointing out, maybe you wouldn't be able to tell which ones were yourselves and which ones were Ilril, or who was who. But certainly there are 6 little dancing flames shifting about. He moves a cup to be like the standing stone. He takes tobacco from one of the sailor's pouches and lays it out like the wall of thorns. And the flames dance and burn it, and the smoke fills the air, fills your noses, makes the sailor swear that it was expensive. Is there anything, Tor, that you would like to focus on? Anything that you'd like to build up or leave out?
Just fucking, filling the time of while sitting there.
Absolutely.
His neutral way.
Yeah. Excellent. And the flames dance before all of your eyes. And the taste of wine and the smell of burning tobacco and bellies full of food give way to laughter, chattering with the other sailors. Stories of what they are going to do when they get home. Home to families or to sweethearts. As though they've no idea at all what is coming or what is waiting for them. What you all have planned to do when you all get there again. Take yourselves through another night.
No.
I'm going to click long rest again. Just for role play.
I keep forgetting to do my little long rest.
Master point.
I've got a stupid amount of fucking casting spells now.
I was slightly distracted posting the Punks Picnic weekend photo.
Did the full picture come out now?
Yeah, just put it in our chat.
I can see the notifications coming in. I haven't looked at them.
You go for those of those in the room.
Where are you putting it?
In the D&D.
Okay. Oh yeah, good laugh.
Okay, yeah, I've definitely been to one of those.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, I've been outside that club and been in that photo. Yeah, that's it.
I think I missed the group photo every single time we went.
Yeah, quite, well, one of them you were arrested, so you definitely missed
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
Too punk to live,
Yeah.
too hardcore to die.
And I think maybe I was Scott sitting the year before that, and then the year I don't know what happened. Yeah.
That Matt open from his shoulder.
Yeah. Of course, ease.
Yeah, and Luke is standing up in the window there. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Great. Well, that's just how tall Luke is in real life.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
standing normally.
Yeah, great fun. Sorry, gang. Brief distractions there. The ship starts moving early the next morning. I'm going to invite Gronon, make me a wisdom save.
Oh, not again. Could you stop crying on me, please?
You are the best target for this, and there are reasons for that.
Yeah, because my wisdom save is +0.
That's not the only reason.
There you go.
Not loads. Yeah.
No. 9.
The the boat starts moving early in the morning. Before even all of you are awake, your heads are not the clearest. But the sailors know what they're doing and they know how to do it on a hangover. And by the time of a civilized or even leisurely breakfast, you are within sight of Ansel docks, and the sun is down upon the deck. And you, Shadid, the other of the King's Ward, stands next to the Lieutenant Fielder, waiting for you on the dock.
Is there, out of interest, is there any inkling of scrying happening?
Give me a second, I'm going to read the spell. Because you as a player know what's going on here.
Yes, yeah, that's fine.
Who was waiting for us again, Jed? It was
You should. So, yeah, you should.
Yeah, she shot herself.
The target doesn't know what it is making a save against, only that it feels uneasy.
Right,
okay.
there you are.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Sure. Yeah.
Only because I've got a scribe prepared.
Cool. Yeah, thank you, Jamie. Yeah, absolutely.
Feeling a bit queasy this morning, boys. I think it might be the wine.
You get a kind of itch on your shoulder and on your neck.
It's not strong enough.
Right. I'm going to go for a piss.
I'll allow it.
Give it a couple of minutes.
anyway, I can open it myself.
Yeah, I want to go take those stairs.
I'm going to sit here in exactly the same position for the entirety of this time.
I think I might top up my drink.
I must have smoked like 150 fags this weekend, so I don't want to go and smoke. I pulled the trigger on that, guys.
On the base.
You'll be here on Saturday.
Nice. Let me know, because like I said, I've been wanting to buy a 5-string for ages, and it's basically between that and Ebenezer. So. I mean, they're probably made in the same factory.
I just took the very important punk rule of does it look cool?
Yes.
And bought a base. Yeah. So I bought that electric blue coloured one.
Yeah.
Candy blue.
Yeah, I was looking into that a while back, and then I saw that like they make cork-made bases for other companies and have done for years. And then I did a serial number check on my Ebenezer, and it turned out it was made by them in Indonesia in like 2000. So, yeah.
Cool. I'm going to get Matt to send me all the chords to his songs, so he has another bassist in the south.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what did I send you some videos? I sent you a video, didn't I?
Yes.
Yeah, so on the way down, someone pulled out on the way that we were driving down, so they volunteered, and Matt sat in the back of the van playing his guitar, teaching Nathan all the songs on the way down. In like an hour, and they had no practice, and they played. It's pretty funny.
I think Nathan got like one note wrong and then figured it out after the first of this.
Yeah, Nathan's very good.
So, you know, it's a doctor or something.
Yes.
He's like a university lecturer.
You know, he is a doctor. He has a PhD.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Entomology.
Yeah.
His subject, like he teaches conservation or something like that, like environmental science. I did speak to him about it briefly.
People don't ask me what I do. I don't ask them. Should I?
I don't know if you're interested, and if not, then no.
Probably not.
No, it's fine. Yeah, it's usually one of the least interesting things about a person is what they do for a job, right? Like I'm interested in what they do for fun, or
Yeah.
what they are interested in, what they like to learn about. I went to I went to a birthday party a couple of years ago. One of my hill walking friends up here, and there was a guy there that had been on the same degree as this guy, and is an engineer, and got into a weird conversation talking about business workflow stratagems, things like agile versus waterfall. Yeah, this is it. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. He's like, oh, do you know what something else is? And I'm like, mate, I wash cars for a living. Like, and he shut up after that.
I
wanna fucking
don't
talk about this.
care.
Tell me about anything else, like.
On Monday, after the heaviest night of them all, Matt woke up at 9 in the morning to do a Teams meeting.
Yeah,
after going to bed at like 6 a.m.
Yeah, well done to him.
As soon as he finished his Teams meeting, he closed his laptop and went straight back to sleep, where he was sat.
Yeah, good choice. Yeah. Did you quiz him afterwards to see if he actually learned anything?
I doubt it.
Oh. Oh.
That was a quick boop.
No?
Thought you were cocking your bass rifle there for a second. Bass rifle, bass guitar.
You should make a bass rifle now.
Yeah.
Just make the barrel about a foot longer.
Just fires chunky bullets. Like, bunk.
Ping pong balls.
Or even like the Chinese launcher rifle things.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
Damn that man. Oh no.
I forgive you.
I don't.
Sorry, I'm briefly distracted by something else.
Is it pornography?
It's not. Not as you know it, at least.
That's good because you can see your screen behind you.
Yeah. There's no Japanese enough tastes.
Yeah, it's far too little penetration going on in that screen.
Skin.
If you had a light on, maybe you'd be less fucking sleepy.
No.
I was in your room. And you were like, I was like, how do I turn these fucking lights off? And you just did it from your phone.
Okay. Right, everyone's back? Yeah? Yeah. Hey, Bob. No, he doesn't give a shit.
Bobbies.
What have I said? Yeah. The boat has arrived back in Ansil. Ropes have been tied. Ships have been, you are docked and moored. Lieutenant Fielder, the soldier who appears to have been left in charge of running the town, and Yushad, the King's Ward who had been sent to find you, are both waiting on the dock together.
Hi!
The plank goes out to walk aboard. Yes, much. Thank you. The lieutenant greets you directly. Says, "Gentlemen, we're glad to see you back."
We returned victorious again, Lieutenant.
You will have to see the captain and debrief him, or be debriefed.
I don't wear briefs. I wear boxes for mobility.
I'm pleased to announce we've had reinforcements here in town. A few more facilities are up and running. The smithy has been reopened, so if you need maintenance, new weapons forged, anything of the like, we've a rather able smith.
What's his name?
Daniels. No, he's a military man sent up from Lurston. Part of our usual battalion, but has been left behind for assignment.
Lovely.
And what about guests? How are they doing?
You should know that your previous company have settled in well in the town. I understand from Mr. Willis they are getting along well.
Oh, great.
They are, in his words, bloody hardy.
Is Era House still located in the same place then?
The captain is still stationed in the old baghouse.
Groovy.
And has asked me to direct you there on your return. I'm sure he'll be keen to hear how you have fared.
Thank you again. We shall go see him presently.
What he said. Any other news? Report from the kingdom?
He looks a little sheepish and steps a little closer. Well, more and more people are leaving the northern areas of the nation. It doesn't look like it's going well.
What do you mean? The war?
The Borrella Battalion set out north, and we haven't heard back from them. But, that was the day you left, and I'm sure the General knows what he's doing. Anyone that wants to can make an insight check on this.
Yeah, I would. Because I'm not sure I've ever met a general that knows what he's doing.
Is that cocked, Jed? In fact, that is definitely cocked. The
Yes,
point
I
is
think so,
facing
yeah.
upwards.
Yes. Yeah, roll it again.
16.
Only an 11.
Ah, 7. That's very good.
Why not get?
I'm intelligent
Hey.
enough myself to work out that he's not sure of the words he's saying.
Well, that is a nat 20 for a 25 in total.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. You can tell he was slightly aroused 7 days ago.
Jethro, I'll start with it. Those of you who are lower down, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but yeah, there is a waver in his voice. The fact that he stepped closer to you, he certainly doesn't want. He's speaking more quietly. For Jethro, this guy should not be saying what he's saying. You're not quite sure of the ins and outs of it. Jethro isn't quite as used to a hierarchical society, like the military. But there's an implied kind of uncertainty that he doesn't feel comfortable expressing. For Tongi rolling that much higher, he is expressing this to the 5 of you and you, Shad, and you can be confident that he has not told anyone else. That what he's saying now is he is expressing a doubt and a fear that he does not feel he can safely express to anybody else.
Aww.
If he doesn't feel that he wants to get this off his chest, but if he were to say things in the way that he's saying them in front of, for example, Captain Irohash, he'd be in trouble. Tongi's intuitive enough to pick up on this. He understands the dynamic between the men, between the soldiers now. You've seen the way that people look at Irohash and the confidence that he instills in them, but also the discipline. And Fielder is wavering from that discipline, which I think you are, with that 25 roll, you will work out is significant. It is significant, the fact that he is carefully telling you about his concerns. I think all of you as players will, pick up on almost a coded uncertainty there.
Yeah.
And is the content of his message, Jed, the thing about the Borrella Battalion?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so the fact that the Borrella Battalion have gone north and then just dropped out of contact, and I'm sure the General knows what he's doing, these are statements that he is worried about things and how the fate of things, and the idea that they're losing battles probably is a scary prospect to him.
Or at least losing men somehow.
Yeah.
Which way did they go? They went left to the north of here?
North, yes. So Borrella is a town to the north of where you are.
get up my map.
Oh yeah, it's over by the lake.
So the other river where you've just been, you've been able to see two rivers. The other river leads to Borla. Yeah. The Bala. Yeah.
Well, Bala, sorry, and then Bala Lake is next
Yeah.
to the town.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just below
Uh,
Wellston.
Go speak to the captain. Go check out the meteor site, and then maybe head north.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Don't say to the captain what he just told us.
No.
You mean the captain of the boat? You mean Booth?
I
You mean
mean
Irahash?
Irahash.
Don't tell Irahash. Lieutenants.
Ah, yeah.
Will you be joining us in the north, Shad? Assuming she's still stood here.
Oh my! I was going to say don't let her know we're going north. Yeah.
I mean, we literally just been stood here talking openly.
Yeah.
She rubs her hands together. Says, "Well, gentlemen, I hate to piss on your plans.
No, you don't.
My orders were to discover who was responsible for the death of Beck and bring such and such individuals to the capital for justice.
We won't report to the captain. If you agreed that our killing was justified, we would report to the capital now.
I have taken 2 days, 3 more to conclude my investigations, to interview every possible local witness. I promise you have not myself stayed in Ansel, but rather I have travelled, and unfortunately I cannot find a way out of this now. Walk with me a little while, and we may speak on the subject of justice.
We'll walk towards where Irahash is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
And she will as well.
She can walk with
She
us.
will. She will bow briefly to Lieutenant Fielder and leave him on the dock.
He's a subordinate.
I will give Fielder a wink as we leave.
Gronon, as you go to leave, one of the sailors of the planks claps you on the shoulder.
Huh?
So, oi, listen, I know you're hiring this boat, but you've got to replace this. And he holds up a sack. The sack. That this morning had held, the following morning had held straw. You recognise it by the tag, by the markings on what remains of it, where it has been painted. But I say remains, now you picked it up in your teeth and you moved it around a little. What this man has is a scorched, empty bag of jute.
Sweet.
The edges of it are burnt and frayed.
That wouldn't be, mate.
No, I don't mean it was you. Alright, look, we can get another fucking sack, but...
I'll give him 5 gold. Sorry.
Stop giving people gold.
Sorry about the sack, mate. We're off.
Don't you give it any.
I-
Put your money away, Jeffrey.
Shit, okay.
We'll get you a sack.
I'll drag
Yeah,
that
we-
down
alright.
there.
I'll buy a new sack. Yeah?
I'm retiring, boys.
We keep that orc on a payroll, he's paying us loads. I mean, in the good books.
Does Jeffrey have any money left in his pocket?
I got fucking best part of 1,000 gold on me. I can splash the
Oh,
cash.
okay. I think Tommy's got like 25.
He's got another 20 days of life.
Can I have the sack?
Yeah,
He's paying for it.
wait. Yeah, alright.
Jed,
Yes, sir.
Can I? This looks like magical origins to my brain.
Yeah.
Can
You can
I,
make an Arcana check if you'd like.
Yes. I would.
DC's not especially high on this one.
Oh, good, because I rolled massive. 26.
Yeah. It has a kind of almost iridescent where the burnt remains are, they look black until you move it in the light. And where I was describing the sky iron as having a kind of green sheening iridescence, this is more rainbow coloured. This is a blend of purple through red through blue, again back to ultraviolet.
Sick.
Kind of,
Otherworldly, you might say.
I might say that.
There's a poop tail.
Something aberrant.
Yeah, would Gromlin recognise such a thing?
You can
As
tell that it has been destroyed magically, and what was the total roll on the spell?
26.
26. Yeah, I'm trying to think exactly what to tell you. It is as though it has been subject to multiple forces at once that have pulled the weave of the kind of threads of the bag in different directions.
So the thing I want to remind you of,
Yeah,
is that Gromnon did stare into the pit of the abyss at fucking what's his place.
I remember.
Yes. So
And
I don't know if there's any similarities.
the colours are reminiscent, yes.
Okay.
What place?
In
James's cave.
there was a kind of moat that you all had to cross of swirling, bending,
Gromnon was
nonsensical
messing with
colours.
that stuff.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
interesting.
I remember Gromnon messing with that stuff.
Gronon was not touched by that stuff.
No, nearly was.
No, but he was
Um,
just like staring at it and stuff,
he
and it
he-
almost went for him.
It almost went for him, and he himself was able to avoid being affected by it, but
However,
he was very close.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he already had the fucking Lucrosser on him at that
I'm-
point. So.
It was
my
tucked into the
character's
breastplate of his armour. Yeah.
my character's frame of mind with this right now is that James is with us, and James has done something here. Is this a sign from James?
Good question.
James,
Pa-
your true
maybe-
god.
Maybe his patron?
Good question indeed.
Yes, interesting. I will pocket it.
You think your Lucrosser is a warlock?
I'll pocket it for now.
Great.
And I'll, heal boy.
Yeah.
Talk about this later. I'll put it.
Jushad walks with the five of you through the streets of Ansel, and the town does look busier. There are more soldiers around, and there are also people out of uniform, pushing barrows from the docks, sacks of flour, barrows of ingots, bags of tools. And coming the other way, vegetables.
It's quick.
Oh.
It's fine.
The other Kingsward, Yushad, is talking among you now, and she's talking quickly, she's talking quietly. It's a funny word, just. It's a funny idea because it really implies a trial. It implies kind of the meeting out of what is right in the world. I mean, there has to be a force of arbitration. There has to be a judge.
Isn't the point of the King's Ward that we're qualified to make these decisions ourselves?
Isn't that the point in and of itself? Indeed. Now, you've got to understand, and I'm sure you fellas do understand by now, that when the king gives you an order, you cannot simply refuse it. You cannot
I have
simply
noticed.
pick and choose what you are told or what you hear, and so, indeed, when I have been instructed to bring you before the king for justice, I'm afraid I've got to make that happen.
When?
Well, that's one question.
Eventually.
The other question is what form justice will take. Crucially, as to who might be judging whom.
How about a fine?
No.
I understand. I've been doing this a long time, before many of you were born. And I know what it takes to maintain the safety and security and order in this nation. But I don't understand certain things. And I think that you may know things that I don't.
Probably know how to work we don't.
Then ask away.
Is it possible to get, I don't know, like an insight check or something to see whether or not she knows about the decrees?
Yeah,
Or
you can.
that's what she's angling at?
You can absolutely. You can roll an insight check there if you'd like to.
Because she spoke to Jimes, so.
She has spoken to Jimes in the
Should we
past.
just show her the book?
See, we have.
Well, I wanted to wait until she makes her big claim, and then just go. Well, if you know,
This is
you've
what I wanted.
been here hundreds of years or whatever, it's like you haven't figured this out.
That's 13 in total.
13 to what for her saying when the king. For her to say when the king gives you an order, you cannot simply refuse it. The fact that she has met Jimes,
Yeah.
Jimes told you certain things. He's certainly given you the clues to put two and two together with this. Whether or not she has seen the Book of Decrees or not, she is aware that she is bound by the letter of the orders that she has given. What she's talking about here is about finding loopholes.
Well, my point being, if we give you our word that we will return to you and return with you to the king, it then should be for justice. It will allow us to go on our mission to the north.
Oh, but it would.
I think that's her problem with us, Jethro. We've already given our word to the king.
That will investigate what's going on. We're bound to do
Which
that.
we are.
We're doing that. Our investigation leads us
And
north.
protect the realm, and
To
protect
protect
his
the realm.
lordship.
We are bound to do all these things. And from what we
The
can
king
tell,
is the realm.
yeah, but since this meteor came down, things are just getting worse and worse and worse. Who knows how long we have? Things
Our
could go
learned
to shit
book
any
friend
day.
is
If
making
you-
some
if
sense
you
of that.
dragged us back to the capital and it takes weeks, fucking world could have ended by then.
I'm left with as many questions as I have answers about what's happened in this town, beneath the house that we're going to now.
Nothing good.
You know, Irohash wept after you left. For those soldiers that were in the basement.
Oh, okay. I was going to say I didn't realise he was a pussy.
He laid out.
Yes.
He laid out
That's
their
fair.
armor and set it on a pyre.
A man of honor. A man of trustworthiness. Good character.
Loyal to a fault.
Yeah. A lot of that
Disciplined
going around
before
these
anything
days.
else.
Almost as if they have no choice in the matter.
Here, well, maybe we shouldn't burden Derahash with this. But why don't you take a look at this? I'll take out the
Hold.
first volume of the Decrees of King
Vo-
Ruslan.
Volume 1 again? Okie dokie.
Take out volume 1 and then take out the last. Show her the most recent decrees.
Yeah, show the very last one, the one
Wait,
that she's
what?
acting on right now.
Why don't we just bring her in with her ass and we can talk about this all together?
Because I thought Irakash hasn't seen this book.
Well,
Yeah.
we
I don't
can bring
know.
her into our confidence.
Well,
We trust him more than we trust her. You showing her the fucking book.
Oh, I
Oh,
trust
It's
Irakash.
because she's a bit more in the know compared to Irahas, like us, because she's met certain people like James.
yeah. Cool.
You are right. So we're walking into Hirahashi's place. We're near it.
It makes more sense to just deliver it this way.
So let's see what happens. Yeah.
It's all we close
Just
the
read the
forest.
first 1 or 2 pages, and then read this, and I'll have the fourth book or fifth book under the arm, ready to go when she's finished the first page of that.
As she peels, runs a finger up and down pages, and nods solemnly. This matches. This matches all of it.
When did you start working as a Kingsward? Perhaps we can look at that date.
And she raises her hand and rubs her face. It was under... Rousselet the Third?
Book number 3, maybe?
Same man.
100 years ago?
Yeah, we
Same,
get out
I-
that book and find the date.
Yeah.
We think it's the same person.
Yeah.
And I think
I
you've already, I think you've already found it. I have the marks on here about, Rousselet's changing of his own title, of indeed changing the memories. Did?
You did.
No, James told us.
When did Rousselet the Third come into power?
So I have decree 7419. As I shall now be known as King Rousselet the Third. Now, what you have currently, I believe, is Rousselet the Fourth.
Mm-hmm.
So
So she thinks she came in as the last king.
she's rubbing her face and saying, "No, I remember the funeral. I remember the coronation. Don't I?
You don't.
I don't. That's right."
You've seen the decrees. What decrees shall be made, so or whatever bollocks he said. Magically
Been
twisted
lied
your
to.
mind.
No country's being lied.
I do and I don't. Anyway, I know. I know that but this is only... She's kind of lost for words a little bit and going back and forth, and her eyes are darting across the books, across the pages. Justice, then. Justice. This is what I'm trying to say.
Well,
You're
it
not-
sounds to
you're
me
not-
like Justice has a long trip up north before we go and complete Justice.
You wouldn't be going there to be judged. We can go there as judges and do what is just unto this tyrant.
Yes, please.
What are you talking about?
She wants to go against the king.
She
King's
tapped the last decree there. They find his killers, arrest them, bring them before the court for justice. Gentlemen, I hereby place you all under arrest. Stand by for transportation.
I don't really want to go see the king yet.
I'm very tempted to cast Wind Walk. Though it takes a minute.
We'll.
Yeah, but that's what we would run.
She's gonna rub her face again. You're obviously here for something. Sorry, I can't put it off for too much longer, but we'll go before the evening. Do what you need to do in town. Fielder says you need to see the smith, for some reason. And whatever else. That farmer.
When we return.
I'm going to go to the pub.
Have a few on me.
She's rubbing her face again. You're quite near the town square now. And she's going to break off from the group and head in the direction of the mill and grain, isn't it? Yeah.
She knows what's up, but she also knows that she has to actually take us up. So
It's a compulsion, isn't it?
We just
We just sort of broke her mind a little bit.
It's a compulsion.
So it's just fucking leave.
Yeah, it's
Can
like
we... Jed,
Yes.
I want to sit and ponder over the implications of these decrees.
Yeah?
Are they magical in origin?
Quite certainly. I'm not going to make you roll anything for that.
Yes. I was going for that, or, you know, they were a god.
Ooh, now that's a different question as to whether there is a difference.
Yes.
Now that's a different question now. You can
Basically, what I want to know is, can we dispel magic on a fucking decree?
Right. Okay, that's a different question.
Which comes from the stem
No.
of he's got demonic powers.
I think the spell magic is super weak, so it only works up to a certain level.
Well, whatever the greater spell.
Can you not upcast it though?
Yeah, whatever the greater spell.
You don't upcast dispel magic. What you do is, if you're casting it on a higher level spell, you have to make a check to see if it works or not. So you can dispel magic a 9th level spell.
It's got
But-
DC 30 some shit.
Yeah.
It's either that, or we need to
Unless you use a
modify
non-level
memory
spell.
on her brain so she can't remember being given a decree.
But if she's had her memory
Gav.
she's had her memory modified
can't do that.
already. It's not
I
gonna...
thought you were learning it.
Yeah, it's gonna take days to learn.
I was very tempted to play our shit the sword and just tell her we were going to the camp.
Well, what? She has, in fact, I presume she has to take it back over for the people so.
Take her to
See
the
the
witch.
Smiths, see the farmer, fuck off north, leave her in.
What level is modify memory, Gav? Remind me.
6.
6. Fuck it. Just write it in your spell book. You've spent enough to go for it. You've had a day and a half on the boat doing that. You've done nothing else for that time.
In which,
just-
in,
I'll
in
just say-
case, can we not modify memory? In fact, I can do it. You don't need to write that in your spell book. I've got a scroll of it.
We might as well use some scrolls and stuff as well. 'Cause we've got loads of shit like
I can't remember where I got these 3 scrolls from, but I just went to my inventory and there's a modified memory.
I think that came from Golrod's place, but
Nice.
There's a couple of times we checked like fucking that room as well that had a load of scrolls in. It was fucking
So, speaking to the people of magic in the room, or in wherever we're stood, what if we were to use this? And I'll hold the scroll up.
I don't know what that spell is.
Obadiah, do you think this could change a degree?
And your stats modify.
It's exactly modified
Memory.
memory. Yeah.
I think you could change her opinion about. No. Now, this spell is limited to only a recent activity.
What? Memory event that
How
yeah, 24 hours.
Yeah, I don't
It's
actually have the spell in front of me.
Beyond
Okay,
my
he hasn't seen
capability
Yeah, come back.
to go back in any more than 30 days in time. So
Yeah.
yes, all we'd have to say is we haven't arrived. So, but it would be a short term.
Or
That'd
Or
be the same as
she's
us
taken us
getting up
back.
at 4
she
a.m.
took
and
us
walking north.
to the king, and we were judged to be
Yeah.
Innocent.
justified and set free.
Can we, like, I can use wind to get us out of there. Get anywhere.
Yeah, we can get away, but she's gonna be like a fucking fucking snail
Yeah.
tracking us across the
Yeah,
face of the earth.
We can get away anytime.
Yeah, but if we can,
We don't need to fuck with her memory. I'm just
No,
scared that,
no.
like, what's going to happen to her memory if it's already either been fucked with by this decree or some
Everyone's
other
memory
means.
with decrees.
Yeah. That's to be a good
Well,
experiment there,
not-
otherwise it'll work on
As far as we
anyone.
know, not us. It's like,
Oh,
but you can imagine the people of the time, as in hundreds of years ago, before Rusalate knew what the fuck he was doing, and he was just, James, live forever, make me whiskey. You know, binding people to their houses, stopping people living.
Tell you
Before
what,
the seasons change naturally.
why don't we get a blind drunk and then cast a spell on it?
What's
That's
that?
what you say about all the women.
Just get her blind drunk so she's in an altered, weakened state, and then modify her memory to believe that she's taken us back and she is sad about the outcome because she wanted us to be guilty, and that's why she's got drunk.
Oh.
We're actually innocent.
Now, the whole event that I can edit has to last 10 minutes.
That's 10 minutes.
Well,
We're just inserting the justice call. The trial.
so she takes us back to wherever
You
we get tried,
Oh,
and back
seven,
and so in 10
hold
minutes.
on, hold on. Seventh
She doesn't need,
level-
she doesn't need to
that's
remember the
good.
travelling.
Seventh level. Yeah, you can alter the event that occurred up to 30 days ago.
We don't have that.
Got a seventh
We
level
have to
slot
scroll
now.
at 5th level.
We haven't got-
Right,
I've just got
right.
to modify memory.
I think we just buy her a few drinks, chat to her, and then leave at 5 a.m.
No, she said evening. It's evening, right?
She said for the evening.
Yeah, so we should just
All right.
see
If we
our
bump
people
into
and
a-
leave.
If we bump
She
into
knows we're
her,
going to
I'm
be
gonna.
heading north, though.
Yes, we
She
should go
knows
real
where we're
fast.
going.
Just go real fast.
Oh yeah, we'd be there fucking quick as
She
shit.
could probably
but-
teleport. She's going,
Yeah.
sounds like she's going to teleport us anyway.
If we bump into her, I'm gonna fuck her head up.
Hmm.
Let's go from there.
We've planted the seeds of doubt, at least.
Mm.
The other option is we just let her take us to the capital.
Oh, wait.
As soon as she takes us to the capital road.
Remove curse or great restoration restores the creature's true memory.
Ooh.
That's just for modifying memory, but like maybe if we remove curse on her, if it's a curse, I don't know. If it's a
Try it.
result of a curse.
What if that was cast on the king?
What if?
Is there a more powerful version of that spell? Tangi.
more powerful version of which spell?
Remove curse or greater restoration.
Greater restoration.
Greater Restoration's pretty powerful.
Yeah, Great
Oh, it is the
Restoration
powerful
is
version of
the
it,
more
yeah.
powerful version of Remove Curse.
But then we can't cast magic or anything, can we?
Not yet.
He's fucking.
We can cast it around this bitch, though.
DM, this is probably a question for you. Doesn't mind some rolling.
Listening?
Um,
Yeah.
Who do we think was the creator of the magics that stop all of the casting of magics in the king?
Give me a second.
That is-
pretty
that is an
sure
it-
wizards and stuff.
yeah.
I'm
when
sure.
we
Yeah.
went in, I had a pretty high arcana roll, and I'm pretty sure it's to do with the windows and shit. It's to do with the light that was in there.
I'm just wondering if it's bound to a life force or bound to a demon or something.
I mean,
Kill it.
if it's decree based, we would know because it would be in the book, and Obadiah read for the book.
Pretty certain.
Yeah.
Read them all.
So that's
Oh, you
that's
haven't
my
read them all.
question. I'm gonna let Obadiah make a history check. And this is based on time studying. I'm not going to give you the bonus based on the time studying because this wasn't a specific thing that we talked about before.
27.
27. Decree 3557. This chamber shall be one of safety, and none who grip the weave of magic shall be able to ply their craft in here. That predates the founding of the King's Ward.
To kill the king,
That just means that room.
we need to kill the patron.
Oh yeah,
Holy fuck. that's-
killing with a spear there. Presumably.
Hang on.
I
Tori,
have
you
used.
said you.
No, I was going to do a Gromnon self-indulgent spiel. Carry on.
I was going to say, Tor, you were talking recently about learning something new about, I don't know, the magic of planes. Travel between them.
Aye. Well, after we healed that druid and set put the forest out of there, in my meditations, was learned something new. And it, well, we could go back and see that witch if we wanted to now.
Oh. For what purpose?
Well, it just means that we can travel between the planes as long as we have material from that plane or something.
I don't remember fuck all about what she said. Do you know anything about the king?
Well,
She
we
knew
have
stuff
a
about the
link on
demons.
she knew more stuff about, yeah, well, exactly.
Yeah.
Cromwell said that. And if we're in that
We know.
plane, it'd be a bit hard for her to find us there. He thinks we're headed north. And we're, not even
We know who
fucking
the patron
around.
is. Did we get a name?
You have had a name.
we?
You have heard the name Sinolas a few times. I don't think I've brought it up since we took the long break, so I'm not expecting that to be
Yeah,
a name.
no, I did remember that one, but I had associated that with that plane opposed to the king. I never linked those two.
You have. Oh, okay. Well then.
Well,
Sinolas, and there was another devil who was underneath him, whose name is escaping my head at the moment. I don't know if you've got that in front of you.
Unless it was spelled very differently, because my notes are revealing nothing for S-I-N.
CIN.
That could be why.
CINO.
it doesn't spell anything logically.
I'm going to go back through
Gaelic or
some
something.
paper notes. Definitely not.
Camelots and Mesalots.
Yes, the Cameloths and the Mesoloths I think it was before then. You have reference to them. There was. I'm trying to think back even before Jamie joined. I can't remember the. I know I've got it written down somewhere. I just can't remember where.
Was it the demon that was connected to what was Sam's own character?
Titus.
Titus,
It's almost certainly, as a player, the same fucking page.
Speak with Dead and Orc Leader reveals Bakalar was the patron he made a deal with. Dreams had come for 2 weeks, but not waking until that fast asleep.
Borkalar is the name that I'm trying to think of. Yeah, absolutely.
Minaris Satan exists in this place.
Yeah.
And alas. Yeah.
Borkalar was the name I was trying to remember. Yeah, absolutely.
Hmm.
Those are the two devils that you have learned the names of.
Do we start devil hunting then? I'll go my self-indulgent rant now. But for this is my calling. This alone is what keeps me up at night, what makes me burn so bright. We must purge the devil, for their grip on this land is strong.
Maybe that's why we were meant to travel north to this priestess of the dawn. Surely, mate. Okay.
Then
I
that's
think
what
the
we do.
witch would. I think the witch would treat with us. I think by anyone attacking the archpatron of her realm, she's bound to gain from it. She's not bound to, weaken him. I don't know. You think we're even capable of this?
Did we not have like some way to communicate with her?
Yes, but I think I'd have to prepare some.
Did she not give us something to communicate with her?
Ah, yes, I believe she did.
And asked you to.
Yes.
So maybe we create some distance and communicate with this witch. See what she can tell us.
I don't have any scrolls written down, Jed, so I think it was just that I had learned. I did have books about binding and traveling, conjuration and conjuration magic. So I thought I just learned planar
Yeah,
communication
again,
or something.
we're going back a really long way. Did she give you like a stone that would let you cast sending specifically to her? In my head, yeah, that's what I've got in my head. But sorry, we are ancient history now. It's
Before Tongi before he died.
yeah,
before he was born.
No,
when Tongi was but an orc. Yeah,
he was with us in the thingy.
It was an NPC.
Tony was there.
NPC Tongi in the demon realm.
And Buzz and
Yeah, I've got no magic that can do any shit like that.
Yeah, I don't
So,
think you've got contact or
guessing
playing
it.
anything like that. But it's I want to say I gave you a stone that would let you cast sending specifically to her.
It rings a bell.
It does.
Yeah, 'cause I'm certain she didn't give us a way to
Fascinating.
contact her.
Specifics of which I can put my head low, but you can show me your butt.
So yeah, some choices. We can run. And to this witch. Or you
North.
can turn up there.
I think we take
Go
Giles' lead.
north, he's gonna know where we're going.
Not if I fuck her brain. Jed, can I
Yes.
use meta magics while casting on a scroll?
Ooh. I'm going to check a specific point on the ruling of metamagics.
Because I think I can learn this spell anyway.
Yeah. So my question is whether it says it is a sorceress. You know, you can only use metamagic if you're casting a sorcerer spell, should we say? Metamagic. You use the chosen options to temporarily modify spells you cast. It doesn't say anything about expending a spell slot. It doesn't say they have to be sorcerer spells. So I'm gonna say yes, you can. You're casting them in a normal way. Yeah.
Cool. So yes, I repeat myself. I will just fuck her mind into thinking that we're somewhere else.
You haven't arrived with her today, maybe.
Yeah, and
Scrying.
I just found some notes to my notes that say I have a book on binding and travelling.
Yes.
Spells, planar binding, management, contact of a plane, plane shift, and sending it. Of which I've learned fuck all, because they're all quite high. So,
I've got a couple of those.
You're being gifted spells by your deity or spirit.
Yep.
The mother of Earth. Of a light Earth. Spirit world.
In my case, Starlight.
All on YouTube.
That's that first one.
How's it all COVID in?
No, that was lockdown one.
That was it.
That was
Yep.
lockdown one.
The best lockdown.
Oh, fucking great.
alright, so are we going ahead, or are we just planning for next week, or what are we doing?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. And let's spell a couple of things out, and then I think we'll call it a little early. I know we're a little bit ahead of 10. You guys are currently in Ansel. You have
Yep.
been asked to go and see Irahash by Fielder. You don't have to. I know you want to go and see Willis, the farmer, and the orcs to check in on them.
Yeah.
You wanted to go and see the meteor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Busy boys.
Yushad does not want you to leave town. Wants you to go to her, so she can arrest you and transport you to back to Iluri for justice, whatever that may be. You've talked about going away north to find Hessine. What have you found?
Write notes from the first start of your campaign. I've got
Excellent.
3 notebooks from those.
Exciting. So that I can get everything in order as I can for next session. Are you which of those things are you planning? Are you planning on going to see Irahash?
You just were, really.
You haven't
Yeah.
been to see Irahash since you've arrived in town now. So that's we'll go through that this evening. How does that sound?
Mhm.
Willis? Is the plan to try and escape Yushad and go north?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Brilliant. But for the time being, you are in the town square in Ansel. You are outside the Beck's house and the church of the midday sun. Irihash is expecting you, perhaps, or at least has asked you to, asked for you to come by when you return to town.
All right, I think we'll head down to Irhash's then, the Beck's old building.
Yep. The soldiers now on the door eye you. They frown a little bit at Gronon going in, but they don't interfere, they don't impede you whatsoever.
Gentlemen.
Sir?
No hard feelings, eh?
None at all, sir. Irihash is at his desk, at his table, briefing with his elven lieutenant, discussing plans for the day, writing out marks. He sees you, the elf turns and leaves, carrying a wad of papers. And Irihash grins. I knew you'd be back. I've been telling... Well, what's her name? Sauntered in yesterday evening again. Asked if we'd seen you.
Oh, you shot herself, yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Herself indeed.
we sorted out the forest. It wasn't no biggie. It was pretty easy.
Is that right?
Well, I mean, we
Yeah.
fought this badass druid that had loads of fucking trees coming at us and stuff. It was pretty epic battle, actually.
No, trophies?
I got a bit of a tree. This tree tried to bite me. Nothing from him. A troll ate his head. Yeah. No good teeth.
Oh.
Did I get a tooth? I think I did, actually.
I recall you saying you didn't want to take one of Ilril's teeth because they might be rotten.
Well, you did take bark teeth or something like that.
You've taken
Oh, no,
Spark,
I
yeah.
got a tooth.
Okay, yeah, I'm
So
okay.
I-
I'm happy for you
I've
to
got
have taken.
a
Yeah,
stinky, rotten tooth.
Yeah,
it
absolutely.
was
A
pretty
blackened molar. Yeah.
Pretty fucked up.
Pardon me. Yeah. No. Well done. Yes. Another one for the band. Yeah. Sadly, and he gestures to his own necklace. There's a small bit of ribbon tied on it, of the kind maybe worn on his own soldiers.
Oh, yeah. Bad business, that.
I won't dwell on it. It's fine. Anyway, lads, we've some grave news and some alright news. King's finally seeing fit to throw us at the north. The third
Tell me that's the
Borrelar.
great news.
Well, it's all good, it's all bad. The fights are kicking up. We're being stationed here for the time being, and then we're going to be moved up to Borrelar in a day or two. But the town's being repopulated. Folks are coming up from Shinemeat, from Lurston. We've a new smith. So you're free to make use of whatever resources we have here. We're going to be packing up again in a day or two. End of tomorrow, I imagine, to make movement on the third day. So if there's anything you want made up in the time being, he's very able, is Daniels. Very dexterous.
Got any reports on what, nothing back from the battalion that went north a while ago, no?
Nothing back yet, but it's early to say, isn't it? Wouldn't even call it a while ago. They'll be lining up to make first contact as we speak, I imagine. Scouts will be back by this evening.
Jesus, how far? Not the Borg or whatever. How far is the front line?
Oh, well, and he'll point you to a map. Now, it's 100 miles or so to Borrella, even as the crow flies, and that's across open country. For folks having to go around the lake, that's a good bit more travel again.
Like 5-6 days travel? More? Hard travel.
Yeah, I mean, if you were going by foot or with a cart, maybe something like that. Yeah, that wouldn't be unreasonable. No, if it's 100 miles as the crow flies, well, 20 miles in a day by foot is a challenge to do day in, day out. For those travelling very light, maybe.
We're planning on heading north as well. Get rid of the old ball and chain.
Get yourselves tacked onto some action, is it?
Investigation.
Perhaps you could do us a favour.
Hello, Bob.
Yes, hello. Perhaps you could do us a favour.
Name it.
If the old ball and chain comes asking where we've gone,
Huh?
could you point her south?
How do you mean?
Well, we're intending to go north.
She's aware of
But,
that.
yeah, we're going to use some trickery. You see, she's beholden to do something that we can't abide. So we must go north without her in tail.
Hang on a minute, lads. You're asking me to lie to her?
Hmm.
I'm going to invite a persuasion check, Sam. Now, you know from experience with this guy, he's quite the straight arrow.
Yeah.
He is.
He's not especially comfortable with it.
He's definitely not especially comfortable with a 9.
Yeah.
Totally.
Lads, I'd appreciate in future if there's things you don't want me to repeat when I'm asked, just don't tell me. Now, I'm glad to hear that you're going to be heading up north. Smash the fuck out of those barbarians. But the lady who came here looking for you, I'm bound by duty to assist her as much as I am yourselves.
Yes. We're bound by duty to save the realm. And she's bound by duty to take us back to the capital. And we cannot be doing that. Not getting away with what we're intending.
What you said.
You don't have to lie for us. Just keep you in the loop, I guess.
You know, sometimes I wonder if an officer's life was for me.
Hmm. Be careful in the north. We hear things are grave. This may be a fool's errand you're being sent on. Keep the boys alive.
Oh, fool like an obedient one.
Never was my forte.
But anyway, chaps, you've the reign of the town, but just know, we'll be moving off ourselves soon.
Thank you.
Been a pleasure to host you. I hear your crew are settling in well.
Yeah. Sounds like. Saw some vegetables coming from the farm area.
Well, they're not the new ones, but Willis has done a good job going up and rounding up what was left in the local spots, talking the lads through what there was growing before he gets into his old place. I gave them a special license, so it's not looting. It's not looting, you hear me?
No, of course not. Sounds
It's
been wiped out. Redistribution of the existing yada yada.
you know, yeah, unused resources, etc., etc. Can't have these things going to waste, can we?
Absolutely.
Well, dismissed.
Cheers, bro. Alright, should we just run up to the farm? Do we need to see a smith? Like, what do we fucking need for this?
I don't know.
Nothing.
He wants to
Cool.
see us. Maybe he has some special.
No,
Yeah.
we've just been repeatedly told to go talk to the smith. Maybe he'll have something in his inventory. We could sell him that leather armor for.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Maybe he's got some gold that Jeffro needs because he keeps throwing it all away.
If you have anything that you need made, maybe spell component. This would be a
Oh, hello.
person capable of making
Hello.
things.
Thing of
Hello.
scrying.
For example,
Yeah, can the smith can make a mirror.
or,
1,000 gold mirror.
even
That's
a
not
We can
any-
polish up a gold ingot into a hand mirror.
figurine that you discussed earlier as well. Over there.
Yeah.
Figurine of Gromdon.
Magic box.
His favourite person.
Grom action figure, yeah.
Yeah. I would love that. So would Bob.
Yeah. Do you mind doing the... I don't know what to do.
How long is it going to take him to make this shit? It's going to be longer than we've got.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Like-
one thing you definitely need, Vic, and I should probably get one as well. Forked metal rod worth 250 gold.
What spell?
For plane shift.
Oh, yes. Okay.
It needs to be attuned to planes, but
Oh. I think I can teleport there. Can I, Jed? Can I teleport across planes?
Across planes would be a plane shift thing. Let me check the actual wording of the spell, I guess. Because I would think that's a plane shift spell, but I'm so. Let me
No, it's
check
on the
actual-
same plane of existence as you.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Fine.
But
Yeah.
it means I can teleport us to anywhere within the plane. Should we, I don't know, miss or something to that which is out. Anyway,
So when you cast plane shift, I think you can more or less choose where you're going, right? Or if it's somewhere that you're familiar
specify-
with.
specify target destination in general terms.
In general terms, yeah, okay. Because I have, in the past, been in a party that had plane shift, but not like transport via plants or teleportation circle. And so what we did was we jumped to the Shadowfell and then back to the material plane in order to get just across the
side of
country.
the planet.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Oh, it
Um, And that had no consequences whatsoever and had no side effects.
It's
It
one,
was
one
absolutely
block in
great
the other
fun.
plane, 8 blocks in this one.
It also says, alternatively, if you know the sigil sequence of a teleportation circle on another plane of existence, the spell can take you to that circle.
Cool, yeah, okay, yeah.
We threw
No.
rocks in the sky.
She did take you to a circle of rocks, but yeah, whether you know the actual.
I can't
Yeah.
find, I couldn't find
sequence.
that whole thing in my notes anyway.
Do you
I'm-
mind
Yeah.
leaving it till next week? Or
Yeah.
you guys, I don't have it really to. I don't think I'll be using this Smith.
Yeah.
Because my only plan for contingency could be detrimental, I think, to the party. As in,
Good.
you know, Or if I'm about to die, teleport me away or something like that. So therefore, I hit 0 hit points, I teleport away, or whatever. It's like.
I'm happy for you to just say you went to see Willis. You gave him the necklace of tongues. Do you need anything else with that?
No, boy's doing good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah,
Cheers,
the orcs are doing well. We'll rule with that, and we'll start in next week with you discussing your escape from Ansel again.
Cool. And like I said, I got nothing to do with the Smiths, but if anyone else does, I don't know if you just want to do an interact a character.
I will
Oh,
check
right.
if they've planted seeds and shit as well, and then tell us the plant growth if they have.
Cool. Are you going to take an 8-hour plant growth?
Ooh.
I already did the enrichment when we were here the first time.
That sounds right to me. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, I do have it.
So the ground is rich. The ground is, kind of the seeds are taking well. Tell you what, no, it's only been a couple of days. They haven't been planting seeds yet. What Willis has been doing is he's been taking them around, showing them fundamental stuff, getting them digging, but also they've gone around to some other farms so that the orcs can see how farms look when they are growing, and that's where a lot of these other vegetables have come from.
In the other plane, the dead men were gathering stone for Sinoas in the city of Menaras, which was in that
Yep.
plane.
Yeah, he wants to build a tower, didn't he, or something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Inside of Tara's clean magic.
Yeah, you found a kind of ruined tower in that kind of layer of hell.
And there was lads working there.
Did we bring anything back from that?
Yeah,
I'm looking
they were
through
skinny
now.
and had kind of weird Geordie accents.
Phaedra, it's called. She's been watching our plane, the tentacle monster. She reveals the truth. Innocent and falls. Open our counter offer. Polymorph on brooch, creature trapped in it. The demon.
Oh, that would have been fun, yeah.
Focalor?
Yeah.
Jeff teaches her a
Focalor.
spell. She loses to a cane, we toss rocks. Yeah. And then we get back to the boss house. So yeah, we toss we chuck rocks, that's how we get back at it. But you did teach her a spell.
I don't remember which spell it was. It gave us some sky iron
Give us some
magnets.
sky iron.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. If Obadiah doesn't need to go to the smith, can Tongi have some gold to go to the smith, please?
I'll give you gold.
Whatever you need.
There's 500.
Just gonna go to the smith and just see if it's possible to get a mirror worth 1,000 gold.
I'll give you 500 of my gold. There you go. Oh, you need more. Try 500 more.
I'm not sure I have any money.
I got like 250.
I
I've
had
got
1,000 from
25 gold.
something, and I spent like
I don't
30.
loot fuck all though.
You got 525 now.
We still have a
All
couple
my
of grand.
gold is in,
Loads
in
of
like
gold,
diamonds. I was gonna say all my gold is in diamonds and diamond dust and the 1,000 gold worth gem encrusted bowl.
Well, I have written that I've given you 500 gold now, so it's gone off a sheet. So what you do with it is your problem.
Let's have a vague plan, right?
Yeah, having a scrying mirror would be very good to have because we can both use it.
Is that what you're going to the smith for then? Is a scrying mirror?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know
absolutely,
if I could get the metal rod first of all.
Even if he's just got a mirror there, all he would have to do is put some stone settings in there and stick some gems we got in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And do you talk about metal rod for plane shift?
Yeah, we should get at least
Yeah.
one.
There's some specifics with that, right?
Well, it has to be attuned to the plane, but I'm assuming
Yeah.
that is magic based. I'm assuming you can do that after the fact, or does it have to be like you have to have a different metal rod for
Take it
each
down and
plane?
see what else.
We do also have some material from
tune it is like
But it
punch
would be a
training or
risk.
something, so presumably
Yeah.
tuning the player is like magically
Right.
to that point.
It's a forked metal rod worth 250 gold and attuned to a plane of existence. Doesn't say what it is beforehand.
So
but
what
I'm
I'm
gonna have to run.
yeah.
I gotta get to
Yeah.
the shop before it closes.
No problem. Good night, Gav. Yeah, we'll
Well,
we'll call it in a minute. I'm going to make a ruling with regard to the plane shift. And
Well,
yes, good night. Yeah, yeah. With regard to the plane shift stuff, I'm going to be a little bit tricky with it. Based on two kind of things. It is intentionally vague. Like I'm going to say intentionally vague. There's a couple of ways that it can work, everything like that. Now, you guys have travelled to other planes, but formally and roughly speaking, you are within a realm that has been sealed off, and indeed, actually, planar travel is part of the kind of issue of trouble here. And so, one of the things you are discovering more about as you play is kind of planar travel like that. You don't currently have the knowledge about it to create one of these by yourselves. That's part of the ruling that I'm going to make. If you had an item from another plane, that could be used to contribute towards that quite easily. So I don't know that you've got any items that are explicitly from other planes, with the exception of right.
I was
So
about to say the knife, maybe.
yeah, so hair of a devil is definitely from another plane. Bits of sky iron are definitely from another plane. So those are exceptions there. You've got teeth of infernal creatures.
Oh shit!
Those
yeah.
are
Mm-hmm.
items
Yeah,
from
that's
other
even
plane,
familiar.
for example. So these are things that you could use to create this. But just saying, I want to pick this particular plane and kind of attune to that and kind of pick the frequency on that, you don't currently have the knowledge to do it.
Yes.
Without,
I don't think
I'm
we need it.
not going to say more on that matter. I'm going to say if you wanted to craft that into a metal rod, one of you spellcasters would need to be there with the item that's already got the kind of interplanar travel to it, and with the smith while they make it. It's 250 gold pieces. I'm going to say it'll take 2 hours to make, because I'm plucking a number there that is not like 15 minutes.
2.5
It's not.
hours.
Yeah.
It's an hour per fucking go.
Yeah, why
100
not?
gold
Yeah.
per hour.
Yeah, 100 gold per hour. Hell of a fucking rate. High quality tow work. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
That
Yeah,
is
perfectly
a
reasonable.
potential option.
So you've got a few things that are set that way.
So would it be casting planar binding on it while we've got an item from the other plane?
Ooh.
Held sort of thing. So we could have
I would
all the
probably
teeth and
flavour it as being similar to that, but I'm not going to kind of make it. This is you cast spell planar, but you don't need to have the spell planar binding prepared, and it's not going to have any of the other benefits. But we'll flavour it as being similar to that.
you know, maybe the planar binding cost is pretty fucking chunky as well.
Yeah,
That's-
1,000 gold
yeah.
fuel.
But I reckon if it's the choice, that gets us the ability to be able to fucking travel, then
I think you've got some gems for planar binding from Golrod. Yeah,
a couple of thousand,
from his jewel box. Yeah.
1,250 gold.
Yeah.
I know I've got like 2,100 gold worth of diamonds, so
Oh, we got loads of gems and stuff. It's not like it would be hard for us to
You've-
find stuff. There's a
you've
load
got
of
loads of
bandits
gems,
down south. There's a load of bandits in the forest. Come on, tight bandits.
Bandits everywhere, if you look down here.
And the other thing you may
On
want to do is
roofs.
find the jewelers and say, well, look, if you've got, I need a diamond that's worth, 250 gold. I've got this many bits of amber and amethyst. Can I trade that?
There's a place
Quite
called
easy to do.
Bandits on the road as well. It's like
Absolutely.
loads of gems.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Should we leave the Smith stuff until like next session and just do that at the beginning of next session?
Yeah, we'll do it as kind of inter-session admin. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Cool. Okay. Lovely. Right. Didn't use the table too much this week. Thank you all for playing as ever.
Can I? How much can I modify a memory? Can I modify it enough for her to have a weird sex dream about Gronholm?
That if you're modifying the memory so that she thinks that rather than you all climbed off the ship, she climbed onto a ship, had a weird sexual hallucination with Gronon, came back off the ship, and it turned out that there'd been no one on there all along, and that she came to in the pub. That's what you'd like to do. It's possible. You can put whatever you want in there.
No, so everything happened exactly as it happened. But Gronon also gave it a head. Like, that's it. Gains is nothing, but she had a great time.
I think...
Gives her a large amount of awkwardness the next time.
I think, in the name of good taste, I'm going to ask you not to do that.
Those words don't go together.
Yeah. I just mean not, baking kind of sexual coercion fantasies into the gameplay sessions. But,
I mean, it's her dreaming about it.
It does say that the person's memory can fill in all the gaps.
Yeah.
No sex. Please, we're British.
Exactly.
Oh,
I don't know how I feel about webcams having gone through the session. I have mixed feelings on the subject.
You get to see a cat.
I did.
I
just logged into Discord and my mic was my webcam. I was like, oh yeah, I've got a webcam.
Yep. Yeah. And, I'm not opposed to it if we want to do this some more in future.
I didn't record.
But I'm also not.
I didn't record the screen. Although I did for a little bit, just for like a minute or two.